I'm on it, I'm on it, I'm on the street boy beats. I'm on it, man. I told y'all niggas y'all ain't ready, man. We can't be stopped. On the strip.
You have to tell you, you are a fucking role model, whether you want to be one or not. And that's what with sports and music and entertainment that we all have been, even in our own communities. We are role models. And I don't think you got to go out your way and be like, and start a barber class unless that's something you feel like you need to do for your personal self enjoyment or self recognition, or us to be able to teach, things that we want to pass on. You know what I mean? But I think when you are in a position, you should be looking good in those lights, because you are chosen or have been put in positions, whether you built it or got it off somebody else's back, whatever the fuck. When you are in positive situations, and our kids of the day need it so much today, I think though that it's a lot of kids that's messed up, but that who knows what those backgrounds are. But I think we without taking it on, we all end up in those positions, and it's even us as parents. It started home too. Cause to sidebar on the same subject, we speaking on an adult, right? What's the one nigga's name? YL, whatever. And he got the little boy. Then he got the little boy hanging out with the grown niggas, doing everything the grown niggas doing. He said he was already fucked up like that. He was a kid for the streets. But at the same time, I ain't saying if he's already that kid that's like that, he done been through adversity and all the different types of things like that. Okay, he has. And you'll never turn that kid back into a kid that never seen shit before. But at the same time, to show him like, but this is the way to be, nigga. That's stupid. Now he Ja Morant at 9, 10, 11 years old. You know what I'm saying? Where he thinking some bullshit is the future. Ja Morant was 9, 10 years old, not even thinking that shit was possible. And now is in a situation where it has happened for him. And he is the main focus in his situation. He's a fucking NBA star. And I think with that being said, when that says so much about being black in America, about being young and black in America, being who you are from your situation, in your environment that you came from, in the environment that you're in, and you on this stage every night in front of millions of people.
It's unfair.
It's fucked up.
I'm gonna tell you how unfair it is. Because I see a bunch of people like, oh, that ain't even him. He's trying to be hard. That dude grew up his whole life in AAU. AAU, I don't care where you from in America. You in AAU. You there with somebody who grew up in a house. It's a 1-bedroom house, and it's 9 brothers and sisters, and the mom disappeared and his grandma raising them. You know what I'm saying? Ocho Cinco. You know what I'm saying? You going to AAU with a bunch of them from all over the United States right there. That's all you're doing is spending your life around a bunch of hood people. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that this is his real, what you see him when that camera is rolling, that is the fake him. That's a fake a lot of celebrities. You know what I'm saying? And then like example, we didn't know who Whitney Houston was because she was so delightful in our eye. We never seen her behind closed doors. And then when we did see it, it shocked us and shit like she just started that. No, this been her. You know what I'm saying? So what you're seeing him in, they captioned him on it. That means if there was no camera, that's still what he would have been doing. He wasn't doing it to impress nobody. This is just what they're doing.
Because at his age.
And then at the time when they was putting that ethic clause, that ethics, you know what I'm saying, thing in there, you know what I'm saying, like Charles Barkley was saying, first of all, at that time, you wouldn't making nobody else do this. You know what I'm saying? Our job is in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? If we ain't A1, even off the clock, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be me. You know what I'm saying? Politicians, you're not even that. No. You know what I'm saying? Commissioners, you're not that. You know, coaches, you're not that. You just got caught with some prostitutes and shit. You're not that.
But isn't it an unspoken, should it be or isn't it an unspoken word?
But wasn't nothing going
about
different.
What motherfuckers, like you said,
it's just social
ethics.
media. You know, because without social media, we'd have never known that happened. Just like Will Chamberlain, we never knew you fucked over 100,000 women. But yeah,
we knew that before it was social media.
No,
about
we just
Will
assumed that about all of them. But until he said over 100,000 women that I've slept with, yeah, you're in the NBA and you're all over the nation and all over the world. If you had social media, we'd have been seeing him taking pictures with everybody. You're in a different hotel. Every hotel you in is a different bitch in there.
he ain't need social media to tell that. That motherfucker been telling that story since he did number one. Since he hit 100.
We wouldn't have known Larry Bird was as boring as he was with social media. Larry Bird don't do shit.
I knew Larry Bird. The documentary they did before the social media was popular. We knew Larry Bird go back to Indiana and be chilling and kicking.
But what if we had one with Dennis Rodman and shit? We would all be like, God damn it, Dennis Rodman, you don't go to sleep. You Bobby Brown all over this.
Yeah, because he on coke and he didn't play the game, did his coke, then went on about his business. I understand what you're saying, but. Even with Dennis Rodman, they put niggas in. That's how they were able to turn things against him, because him even being in Detroit and how they turn people to make Detroit like the bad boys. Isaiah Thomas was talking about this. Isaiah Thomas was speaking about this, and he said how it was crazy how they used the media and things like that, even during that time, to turn people to look at Detroit as the bad boys and how things were being done during that time. You know what I'm saying? They were implementing the same type of stuff then that they do now to create the narrative on how they want you to be perceived. So it was more like, even then in the NBA, like people are talking about and speaking about now, that it was like WWE then.
I find it damaging.
Also,
I find it damaging to the youth. Because if you want to put this Mary Poppins image of, you know what I'm saying, of basketball players, you know what I'm saying, that means that child can't see that person's fuck ups and failures and all that shit. So you act like kids is dumb, like they don't see shit like, whoa, I would never do that, and they fucking really mean it. You know what I'm saying? So when you take that away and you think it's this Mary Poppins great career basketball, and then I gotta hear about the fucked up shit you did behind closed doors and shit, like, it don't matter whether you show me or not. I'm never mimicking you. I'm mimicking what you nobody wanted to actually be Michael Jordan. We wanted to do what you could do. No, so we didn't give a fuck. Like, if Michael Jordan cheated on his wife, we would not give two fucks. Like, we won't be saying, oh no, I'm Michael Jordan. No, we don't care. As long as you.
I'm gonna tell you right now, two motherfuckers that wanted to be Michael Jordan. One has passed on to Jesus, and one is still playing.
No, we don't want your personal life. We want your attributes. You know what I'm saying? We don't want your personal life. I don't actually literally want to trade places with you.
No.
You know, I wish, like Bruce Lee. I don't want to be Bruce Lee. I would like to do what Bruce Lee can do, but I don't want to eat rice with chopsticks and I just want your abilities. You know what I'm saying?
Chopsticks. But I know what you're saying. And Michael Jordan is a bastard. He is. He's a mean motherfucker.
And we, the public, did not care about that.
We don't.
We didn't say, oh my God, I'm not going to watch you no more because of... No, if you don't watch it, you're going to miss something.
Everybody don't like... But you right, but I just think like with being... Now, if nothing's ever happened and nobody's ever said nothing and there was never a post or a video or nothing, okay. You ain't got to sign an ethics shit because don't nobody know the dumb nigga shit you be doing. But as soon as you get in some shit that can cause you to lose your position, ain't too much back and forth gonna be about you keeping your position if you done already been through this once. And then they're like, look, come on, son.
First of all, everybody in the league has their whatever habits that they have and shit. Somebody in the league right now is beating shit out their wife or baby mom or girlfriend or some shit. It ain't been recorded, ain't been documented, ain't nothing, so it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Roethlisberger and shit. It was all fun and games, and all of a sudden, next thing, hold on, you raping how many bitches in the bathroom and some shit like that? Like, you don't think we don't know what the fuck you doing behind closed doors until you get caught. So everybody's zeroing in on him only because some careless motherfucker.
But why is that nigga amongst your team, bro? Why is that nigga amongst your team? If y'all done been through this already, why is he allowed to film? Nigga, and he's sitting there like, hey, nigga, y'all don't. No, matter of fact, hold on.
They try to explain that to Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson showing up for 40 motherfuckers and shit. That's what why you got these thug ass motherfuckers every fucking where you go. If that one get mad at somebody over there that have a fight and shoot out, your name is attached to it. So that's why they didn't want him to be like, get them the fuck out of your circle. You don't have to come like that.
Well,
you have no haters. Everybody that sees you is a fucking fan. So why you got all these b-boys around you like they there to protect you?
Coming from the time you said it yourself on many episodes, niggas from them eras, and it's still happening, whether they was in entertainment, sports or whatever, or just street niggas. Niggas ain't trying to get robbed. Niggas ain't trying to get took.
No, niggas rob niggas. Because if you notice right here, let Obama be walking around here. Nobody's thinking about robbing.
That ain't what I'm saying. Obama ain't gonna be walking
around
here without security, bro.
It's a bunch of actors that just ain't nobody. Let Denzel Washington go. I ain't never heard nobody in Chicago say, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you gotta check in, Denzel Washington. You gotta check in to do the play for his
a little nigga though. He ain't gonna check in.
Let Martha Stewart go somewhere. Ain't nobody sitting there checking on Martha.
Yeah.
You only doing it to the rappers. You know what I'm saying? That's the only person you doing.
And you have certain rappers that's having to.
You would not have a sports team because you gotta go in different people's cities and shit. So that means where y'all extorting them people at? Like, hey, Ezekiel Elliott, you gotta now pay this much if you want to come. Here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only niggas do that to niggas.
But I'm saying, but this nigga doing this shit to himself, Ja Morant.
I think
he's doing this shit to himself because there is no way, shape, or form. If I've already been through this,
you're not gonna stop being you overnight.
But I ain't gonna stop being me. But being me is having straps after I done already been through some shit about having guns, and they like all this shit can go away, nigga. You won't. All this shit can go away. That's all. The people around him should be telling him.
When people get caught doing something,
all this can go away. The truck y'all was driving in with the top off, all that shit can go away, bro.
No, when you get caught doing something, you always stiffen up afterwards. And then as the months and months go, you loosen up or whatever, and you start and you become it again.
You're not supposed to loosen up.
When people get out of prison, you know what I'm saying? They feel like there's a private investigator that's following. They won't jaywalk. It's a bunch of stuff like, but you loosen up, and then now I ain't going no after hour. Now you're in the after hour. I'm not.
That's a nigga on probation or parole. Now when a nigga get off paper, a nigga do whatever the fuck they want. It's a different. A nigga get out of jail on paper.
They bet amongst each other.
They do that, but if a nigga get out
behind closed doors, nigga, I'll bet you we can whoop y'all's ass. I mean, you putting up big numbers. That's illegal.
That
but I'm not gonna put that on
this,
camera or nothing. There's so much regular living that's going on in sports right here. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's paying attention to it. Only if somebody wants to zero in on you.
But that don't got nothing to do with it, and nobody zeroed in on Ja Morant. That his homeboy was filming.
Yes, it was. I know. So why was that headline news though?
Right now, I'm gonna tell you, if me, you.
When I say zero in on it, it means right there. This is what I mean.
Listen,
zero.
Listen,
this dude
hold on.
took
Let
a
me
picture,
go. Let
put
me
it
go.
up.
I was saying something.
1 billion people went over there and started to look. That's zooming in on that.
Listen, my guy. If me, you, Giddy, and Coco, the Coco. But me, you, Giddy, and Coco go somewhere, right? And I'm the celebrity that I've always been. And I get caught showing my strap where something comes down. I'm the basketball playing nigga. Or I'm whatever, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And something happens and we get caught with the gun. I get caught with the gun and everything is on me because whether y'all niggas got it or not, even in that situation, it's gonna come on me. Then I get out of it. I go through some shit. I'm like, my bad. I do an apology and all this because I'm in the responsibility of the bag. Like y'all niggas don't even got jobs in that situation. In his situation, if I don't got a job, you know what I'm saying? So that happens. I get a hand slap on the wrist, sign an ethic paper, and then we in the car. You film me. I got the gun on. You really supposed to be like, bro, you shouldn't be doing that, bro. You don't gotta do that.
That's a grown man. Well, you see the boy? He was a child also. Ja Morant is still a child.
But I'm saying, I'm speaking on it as if we they crew. And I'm him, and we they crew. If some shit, you don't, so what you saying, you say, oh, it's okay. He just a young nigga.
Paul, if you come in this office one more time, you expelled. Guess what? I got expelled. You know what I'm saying? You told me this.
But you don't got millions and millions of dollars. Don't nobody depend on you.
But still, it doesn't mean you got to stop being you overnight. Just like if you got people who drink a lot. You got people who drink a lot. That's what you do. You just drink a lot, and somebody say, okay, no, you don't. You know how many people won't drink again ever, but you know how many more people will still
That's
continue to
not
drink.
the same type
See, that's not you, so that's why you can sit there and say, that's not your personality. That's why it's easy for you to say, well, you can stop doing something. I'm going to say, take something that's your personality. You think
I'm telling you,
Ja Morant,
the gun shit, my personality, I ain't never.
Ja Morant was doing that in high school.
When I had, that's lame as fuck. That's lame
doing
when he was a lame playing basketball because he had a future ahead.
But there was things you did in high school that you did also as a young adult. You didn't graduate high school and say, okay, immediately you just stiffened up and become the Sean Jordan that you are right now.
I've been this Sean Jordan.
You did in high school.
I've been this type of nigga a long time, bro.
I know motherfuckers that sit up there and you fucking with no condom at all, and you get a bitch that you don't even give a fuck about pregnant. You know what I'm saying? That should have been a lesson learner. But if you are a person who don't like condoms and shit, guess what? You're gonna fall for it again. So I can't look at you if that's who you are. That's a part of who you are. I can't make you change.
I got a bunch of kids. So that says it all. But at the same time, if it was in your ethics clause, you got millions that you can't have no more kids. I wouldn't be fucking bitches without condoms if that was the case.
If that's a part of who you are. Because venereal disease, okay, you have gonorrhea. It could have been that bang bang right. But a motherfucker was still doing it, get another gonorrhea disease and another chlamydia and another whatever. And shit. It's like women anyway. It happened to you to burnt like 3 or 4 times. Like, why do you keep gambling? But you still do it. And that's part of who you are. You gotta stop being you. That ain't overnight.
That is not the same. That can't even be the same thing because when you have the world riding on you. I'm gonna say this.
You're not gonna be a goody two shoes 24 hours a day.
I've never been a goody two shoes.
Exactly.
I do some shit. I'm like the worst nigga to have as an enemy. Like but I'm the best nigga to have as your friend, and those don't even matter. Those shits don't even matter when you
arguing with a motherfucker outside is in your claws too. Come on, that still look disrespectful. Come on, now you supposed to be a role model.
But that's not the same. That's
so if a motherfucker came up to you like you,
I'm not even gonna argue.
You can be like, who you talking to? You know, that's gonna be who you are.
That's the one thing you don't. Obviously, you don't know. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm just gonna get to work.
See, right there, that's even worse. Now you punching on fans basically because somebody said you gonna lose next week. You bitch ass nigga. So you wanted to punch
because my niggas around me. My people around me are supposed to keep me. They're not going to be better. They're going to be on some bullshit too. I know. But the people around you, if we done already been in trouble for one thing.
Before I can stop you from smacking somebody, you have to already have smacked him.
But I have no problem with playing my position.
Why you ain't stopping him? I didn't know he was going to smack him. It's too late. You already did it. Ron Artest. Everybody tried to stop Ron Artest after the choke. They didn't know he was going to do that. But that was after the choke.
That was the first choke.
So if you my boy,
anybody else after
I
that?
Can't protect you if I can't predict what your next move
was. Did he choke anybody after that?
I think when he got back, he's kind of irrelevant then. You were sitting the bench anyway.
But I'm saying, did he choke anybody after that?
Probably not recorded, dude. He didn't. That wasn't his first choke. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, it's when
that's like the Wizards do. That's always fighting everybody. If you fighting motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? On the court, you fighting people off the court. Come on now, when you walk off this, you fucking people up in practice. So what the fuck are you doing? Like when you get home, somebody getting fucked up.
You right.
You fought somebody at a barbecue. It just wasn't no cameras there. I can't stop Green from being Green.
I think
I can hope to contain you.
He should be mindful of what he's been through and going through, and. Because the bag is on him. Like he's created something that that's puts him in the point where the eye is on him.
Boxers don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of sports where they don't have to do that. There's none of that ethics, nothing that they got to sign.
But because they're not, I don't know what, but obviously I would, if that's the case, maybe it need to be implemented, maybe.
You need to
because I just feel like he being in trouble for the shit already. How they say the first time is fuck you, shit on you. The second time, shit on me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a whole.
I mean, there was
he's the face of $1 billion corporation.
There was cocaine all around Joe Namath. with your fur coat on and shit. Like you was the Snoop Dogg of the football.
Everybody
shit,
snorted
with your
cocaine
suit on shit
then.
and all that. Everybody around you, but there was no ethic. There was no penmanship about that right there. You didn't have to.
Everybody snorted cocaine then. The
Yes,
commissioner.
and there was no ethics clause that you had to sign, and it didn't.
But did he get in trouble for it?
There was no getting in trouble for it.
Did
You know what
he,
I'm
was
saying?
he hot? Was
It
he in
wasn't
the
frowned
news
on.
about being on
Only
coke?
way you could get in trouble for it if you was on coke and you ran into somebody and killed like 3 or 4 people and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
It
who
nothing.
was that? Who was that?
You would expect that.
Who did that dumb
The
shit?
mayor was at
No.
Rick James' party. Come
But-
on now. He was there. Burt Reynolds, like everybody. Don't act like it was just R&B
But,
singers and shit.
Nah, I'm not saying that because
Yeah.
that's who was. That's why it
Tennis
blew up
stars.
because the sports players and the actors and shit.
It was harder to detect shit.
But Lawrence Taylor, he was doing it like the shit was allowed though.
Yeah, but he was also like Burt Reynolds did his cocaine and he went the fuck home. Richard Pryor, you eventually, if it wasn't for you burning yourself up, nobody would have been knowing that you was on that hard on it. But you had to be in the spotlight, you know what I'm saying, for us to know.
But all the people in their, for the fans to know. But all the people around in their environment knew. The people they dealt with, because they all were on. John Witherspoon, Robin Williams, all them niggas was on coke.
Yeah, so that's just like how everybody that smoked weed. That's how much of a nothing doing coke was back then. It was no different than just smoking weed. I can't say I don't fuck with Sean no more because he smoked weed. Oh, he's detrimental to the community. No, because weed is every fucking where and everybody's doing it. So cocaine was nothing. Now if you was doing heroin, then people just shit their head at you.
They ain't carrying
Fucking
it
hippie.
either. Like long as
So
they
that was that
fuck with
hippie
their life.
world. You know what I'm saying? That movie star, world, and then Donald Trump and millionaire, you had that cocaine and shit.
But
politicians.
But I'm gonna tell you the difference. An actor he plays somebody different every movie, every show.
What's the fat dude's name on Saturday Night Live? He OD Tommy. They played Tommy.
Chris
Farley.
And also
He wasn't high by
John
himself.
Belushi.
Yeah, they wasn't high by themselves. Come on, everybody you knew had
But
that.
what I'm saying is those people play somebody different every day, and which they have fan bases also. And with them being for them to do what they do through their artwork is what that's considered when you're an actor, comedian, things like that, rapper. They look at that as art, so you may interpret your art in another way. Some of them dudes ain't good or funny without it. I dig that, but at the same time, Ja Morant,
it's unfair to the kids.
Ja Morant, it's unfair to the kids, and it's unfair to him being a player and being a role model without asking to be.
You gotta pretend.
But that's what it was built.
You gotta
behind.
pretend to be somebody. You know what I'm saying? Where I can't introduce the real me to the world. So that kid, they look up to a fake you.
What
You know
is
what I'm
that
saying?
to
And if I
introduce?
let you, if you let these kids, that means they're here. If I'm an inspiring, NFL player, NBA player, whatever, and I'm a kid, and I'm watching my heroes grow up and they're just sparkly clean. Just clean. And now I'm in the NBA or NFL, and I'm going through shit that I was never taught because everybody that's my heroes was so fucking fake in the public fucking eye. You know what I'm saying? I should be able to watch heroes fumble, stumble, fall to say, I'm never going to do that.
I dig that. But at the same time, you signed a contract.
Yeah, but that
Don't
means
sign the contract. Don't go
contract
to the
should-
NBA.
That's what I'm saying. The contract should not exist to begin
Don't
with.
go to the NBA. What? They shouldn't be on a contract for $200 million?
Yeah, no, but that was added to there. That clause did not automatically happen. You know what I'm saying?
Because they don't want to fuck up the money. They don't want this nigga to
no,
fuck
it was
up the
never
money.
fucking up the money. They
He's
just
gonna
put it in there.
They're trying to win a championship. That's the whole
And it
purpose.
never fucked up to me. All the shit that the Celtics did that was violent and shit. All the shit that Detroit
were winning.
and still filled up the seats.
They were
I don't
winning.
care if he was winning or not. When Detroit Pistons was little, sometimes people came to Detroit just to see somebody whoop their ass physically.
They
My
were
mom
winning.
did not like the Detroit Pistons.
But it was,
somebody
but
should
it was
whoop
a
your
point.
ass. She
But it was
hated
a
Bill
point.
Laimbeer.
It was a point when
But
they
it filled up
listen to
seats.
me. It was a point when they needed to win, so they could keep. They want to win. Fuck yeah, filling up seats. But the overall is a
You said they were
championship.
losing money.
Overall is a championship. When you win a championship, you're winning.
With
You're
or without
making
a
money.
clause. Without
We're
the
making money.
I'm saying without a clause, it filled up the seats. With that in the contract, it still filled up the seats. So the clause, that contract don't even.
They should have a no lame ass clause.
It should not be there at all.
Don't be a lame nigga.
Because now I cannot watch athletes go through things that they really go through in fucking real life and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like how come Troy, Pittsburgh Steelers fan that committed suicide and shit because you got to show us a fake you all the time. We never got to see your.
Who wanna watch this cornball ass rich nigga online with a gun?
There's still people. Hold on, you mean to tell me why you say you are who you are? If I threw $40 million in your pocket right now, you're still gonna be who you are. If not, then you're fake.
So,
you know
but I'm not gonna get $40 million. I'm not gonna get $40 million.
So Troy Polamalu was going through some motherfucking shit psychologically on camera. Yeah, I'm a rich nigga. I got, I'm a, Hawaiian. I got all the money. No, that's not me in real fucking life. In real life, this is going with me. But I have to hide that. You know what I'm saying? If I can't show the young America what I'm going through in real life, when you get to the NBA or into sports and shit, it's not like you in high school or college. It's some shit that happens. You know what I'm saying?
It's not the same thing, bro. Because he, like you said,
you don't understand what I'm saying right here.
I understand totally. You saying a motherfucker.
You don't find out what the real world is like in sports until you get there because y'all hid the true shit about what
But that's irrelevant. Really that is irrelevant.
And then that's how you end up being
that
fucked
is
up.
Irrelevant because for the simple fact.
What am I saying?
It happened already.
No, I don't know what you mean by that.
You're saying gibberish because all I'm saying is, and what's said is
in the 70s
that
and 80s,
he is. I'm allowed to. Can I speak? He should not be back in the same situation that he was already once in.
But if you took the clause out, you wouldn't have cared about that to begin with. Because you got half the league doing the exact same thing. They know who they is. They no camera on it. There's just not a camera on them. You know, right now somebody is doing
somebody else's.
Like I'm gonna tell you this right here. This is what AJ Hawk said when he got into the NFL, and he's like, I'm a monster in college, but in the NFL, he said in the NFL they were bigger and stronger and faster than me. He said half them motherfuckers was doping up. You know what I'm saying? And he said even Will Smith. No, you're not listening to me. Even Will Smith was like, yeah, this is what I am doing. You know what I'm saying?
It's irrelevant.
No, you're not playing.
I'm not going to listen to you because it's irrelevant because
you cut me off to begin with. You're only on this because there is a clause in there. In the 70s, there was no clause.
I'm not talking about the
we
clause.
knew who each player was as a person, as a personality. We don't know who the fuck y'all are today because y'all got that clause and you got to do the fake smile and all that.
I'm not talking about the clause.
Shit.
I'm talking about.
So then when you do something normal people do, you get into it with your wife and then you push her or some shit because she smacked you in the face. Get bitch, get back. Now you're the bad guy. The clause and the ethic clause. This is shit that
you talking about the ethic clause. Only you.
That's why he's in trouble.
That's the only thing that came out anybody's mouth.
A lot of people think that he did something illegal. He didn't do nothing illegal. You
listen to what I'm saying,
contract, which should not exist.
I'm saying, my guy. That is the point. Period.
No, we understand. Everybody understands. It's in the contract. You should not have did it. My point is the contract should not exist so that the children can see the real athletes grow up and have their own problems and shit that'll come out and we know this and we see this and then we grow up and we know what to do if we're ever in that situation. That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't.
You got your people around, your parents and the people around you supposed to teach you that.
Daryl Strawberry,
watching like us seeing that or in a video or something like that. That nigga like that.
Daryl Strawberry, we saw that. I don't see nobody copying that because they see how it destroys you. I got a taste for some greens. I want something different. I mean, some chicken from My Famous Kitchen when ain't no ingredients missing. Listen, I want a brisket. I want my cornbread this thick. Pick up the phone, come get this. They got the biggest sandwiches. Ha. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yup. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yup. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yup.
Yup. All Famous Kitchen. Holler at us. We got you. 614-556-2174. Life should be relaxing, but it's not. Sometimes you have to create your own enjoyment with many different creme galore flavors such as cranberry, mango, lemon haze, peach, and very beautiful. Relax, kick your feet up, and enjoy the taste. Creme galore, drip imperial grapes.
I'm on it, I'm on it, I'm on the street boy beats. I'm on it, man. I told y'all niggas y'all ain't ready, man. We can't be stopped on the strip.